What's up, world? It's your boy Donovan back for another entry of Clark Crew Reviews. I want to keep this one short. I went and seen The Meg on Friday. I went to an early showing. Theater was kind of empty, you know. Heard it had a pretty good weekend so far, though. I was worried going into this movie, okay? The reason why I was worried is because I seen two reviews. I do not remember where they were from. I didn't read them. I just seen like the tagline or the headline, and it said The Meg was terrible. It was given like 1.5 out of 5 stars, or 4. I was worried. Then I seen the runtime. For a second, I thought the runtime was like an hour and a half. It ended up being closer to 2 hours. So I was like, okay, might be okay. Then I went to my usual source of Screen Rant, and they gave it 3.5 out of 5, and it was they said it was very good. I enjoyed The Meg. Like, it's not perfect. It's not got like this super deep, detailed backstory with great interpersonal dialogue between the cast members. The story doesn't have a whole bunch of twists and turns. I mean, it's a monster movie. It's a summer monster movie. End of summer monster movie, because it's August. With a lot of action, over the top, slightly cheesy action, you know. Maybe a little forced comedy. Like, who goes in The Meg? Like, this is what I don't get about, like, critics. Like, you are you critiquing every movie the same? Like, it got to have act 1, 2, and 3. You know, it got to have a certain amount of dialogue and yada yada yada, and you know, suspense. Like, it's a monster movie. I watch John Campy on YouTube sometimes, and he said he wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend Meg. Okay. I mean, if you don't go see it, get it on DVD. I think you'll still enjoy it. Turn the lights off. Watch it in the dark. It actually made me jump once. Me and my daughter jumped at the same time. I kind of felt like a little punk, but I shook it off real fast. Because I'm a thug, right? Thug life. But I ain't gonna give nothing away. But it's a monster movie. You know, got some science to it. They're in the ocean. The Meg discovers them. They really don't discover the Meg. And then it all unfolds from there. You know, Jason Statham, you know, action guy, grizzled action guy. Tries to fight it, but he has a little bit of heart and does the right thing. The little Asian girl's cute, like everybody says. There's a death they try to make sentimental. There's a couple silly things about it. Without going into too much detail, everybody in this movie is comfortable with sacrificing themselves to save other people, which I don't understand. You'll know what I'm talking about when you watch the movie. And the ending was kind of surprising. There's no end credit scene. Do not stay. But no, I mean, it's a popcorn movie. You know, if you got, I don't know what theater you're going to or what showtime you're going to go to, but if you got 2.5 hours to kill, you don't have to go on the weekend. Hit a matinee on Tuesday. Go check it out. I mean, I think it was worth the price of admission. I even took my son because I thought it was going to be rated R. It's PG-13. Jason Statham said he signed up for more blood and guts, but according to the director and the studio, they wanted to appeal to a larger audience, so they made it PG-13, which was fine. Black Panther and Infinity War PG-13, and I could watch those with my children. So I was like, let's go watch Meg. It's one of those things to where, like, right when the shark attacks, they cut away. So you don't, besides it eating whales, which happens. It's a megalodon that was his prey millions of years ago. Okay, they had to put that in there. When it attacks people, it doesn't show anything. So if you got some youngsters and when you take it, you can get by. You know. But I enjoyed Meg. I enjoyed it. It wasn't the greatest movie. It wasn't the worst movie. What kills me though, this is my thing with critics. I'm not a critic. This YouTube is my hobby. I'm not a critic. I ain't get paid to be no critic. But on Rotten Tomatoes, it's like 50% approval, which means half the critics like it, half the critics don't. But 2 years ago, a year ago, they killed Batman vs. Superman in Justice League. I won't let it go. I can't let it go, guys. They just destroyed those movies on Rotten Tomatoes. The critics did. But you'll put something like, they'll say Ant-Man 2 was great. Didn't like Ant-Man 2. But this not about Ant-Man 2. Just don't listen to a critic. Don't read no articles that sway you either way. Go see the movie for yourself. Me as a regular guy who took his regular family to see this regular ass movie, we enjoyed it. Made you jump, a little suspenseful. It's like a shark movie. It's not Jaws. It's not classic like that, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun action. A lot of CGI, which what else do you expect with a 70-foot shark? But Meg was enjoyable. I give Meg a solid B. Solid B. Other family members gave it a B+. I give it a solid B. I would watch Meg again, one more time. I probably wouldn't buy it on DVD. I would bootleg it. I give it a solid B. Go check out Meg. It's worth it. It's 2.5 hours of your time with previews, because you're gonna get about 20 minutes of previews. Go watch it. I enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys enjoyed as well. Let me know what you thought of it. If you watched it already, while you're here, like, share, subscribe, especially if this is your first time checking out my channel. Usually got my crewmates with me. I offered the one to come in here and do the video with me. I got shot down because they're tired. It's hard to find good help these days. This generation, I tell you what. But until next time, if I get a notification that you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe back. Game recognized game. Peace.